So here's a couple of films about the Home and Thomas Wood fisheries. We're going to start with the access. This is the village of Goodrich. Goodrich Castle's up there. The hostelry and pub is behind. Goodrich School is right there. There's a postcode on your map. We're going to get there in a second, but this is where we start. You see the signs over there: Youth Hostel, Courtfield and Welsh Bicknor, and a dead end sign. Don't worry about the dead end sign. We're going to be turning off to the fishery way before then. Keep your eyes on the road, of course, but don't forget to take in the view. Take a look at that down there. So as per your map, this is the first cattle rid. This is a fork in the road as marked on the map. Go to the right and head down. You'll head to the Youth Hostel Association. You can park down there for home fishery, and it's about a 10-minute walk upstream to the lower limit. So that's on the right fork. To access the main parking for home and Thomas Wood fisheries, you've got to keep left. Not go straight on through the estate gates. It's keep left at this fork. Here's another one where you don't forget to take in the view. Yeah. Down there, that's Lydbrook, and the river's down at the bottom. This is the beautiful Courtfield estate. At this point here, look out for the sign there: Courtfield Estate, Thomas Wood and Home Fisheries, left. So here we are at the main gate to the fisheries. Leave the gate as you find it. If it's open, leave it open. If it's closed, leave it closed. So I'm going to nip out, going to open the gate. We're going to go down the track of doom, as it's known. You'll see it's not so bad. We'll drive down to the bottom, and then we'll be taking a look at each one of the fisheries. Just for the interest of this film, I'm just going to leave the gate open, and we're going to continue to drive down to the bottom. God, I don't know how we managed that. So this is now home fishery. So we've got to the bottom of the track of doom, and I can't stop calling it that. And we're going to go right. So from here downstream is home fishery. So we've just driven nearly the full length of home. This is the limit that you can drive a vehicle. As you can see, that car is parked there. That's Angler's here today. Little car, managing to negotiate the track of doom. Yeah, as far as you can drive here is that style there. So you can come here. The fishery goes for another 200-300 yards beyond this, but this is the limit that you can drive. So you park here, cross the stile, and walk down to fish the rest of it. We'll go down and take a look at that now, but this is the lower parking, just like Thomas Wood. Drive along the bank, drop your kit off, but you have to park at either end of the fishery. So from the stile, a couple hundred yards, this is the lower limit of the fishery. It's delineated by this old sort of hedge line here, look. You'll see it on the map. It's sort of a bit of a dotted line. The other way to delineate it with regards to the river, there's an island there. This is Lydbrook Island. The tail of the island is pretty much the extent of our fishing, so that you can wade out, you can get on the island, you can fish off there, and that'll be that. The youth hostel that's also on the map is down there. You might just be able to make out the tower and some yurts. So you could park there and you could walk up if you wanted to fish this lower end, but I think it's better to just park and walk that bit. So yeah, this is the lower limit of the fishery. There's a couple of great swims just here as you go back up to the car. You might have seen them on films like done with Dean Macy and things like that. You can wade out, you can run a float through, or you can very comfortably sit there and cast a feeder out, whatever you want to do. So yeah, there's a couple of swims here, the island pool, and then we're going to pick things back up and count the swims all the way back up to the top of the fishery. So back down to this bottom parking by the stile now, and we're going to drive up and point out the swims. There's a great swim here, very deep in the middle. Can be a two-man swim that, but swim number one. Right here, you can see the little dip. Swim number 2. Another dip there, swim number 3. Then we've got here swim number 4. This is one of my personal favourites. It doesn't get used a lot, I don't know why, but I'll just take you and show you. So you can see the bank's quite open. There's a path down there. Great place to sit at the bottom there, or you can see the bottom. That's wadeable. One thing's for sure, I know that this is full of fish. Swim number 5. So this is interesting because what you've got, you have to come down and look, see, and then down there got some really good access. There's a house opposite. This is a bottleneck in the river. This is one of my favourite swims. Over there you've got Wood Crib, which is on Courtfield, but right here, this is swim number 5. Swim number 6, another cracker. Beautiful big willow tree overhanging the channel. Lovely flat spot at the bottom there to fish, and there's another one just a bit further up. One of my favourites here by this gate. So that's swim number 6, swim number 7. Right here then, you've got swim number 8. I'm just going to show you. It's like a cattle drink of some sorts. Again, another easy path down. Nothing difficult about getting down there. As you can see, shallow close in. You could wade out, even put your chair out in the water. Some lovely pace to the water. Does that not get your juices flowing? Does me. So we've gone a couple hundred yards there without a swim. That's because we did cut them out in the winter, but these willows grow so fast. If they are not fished early on in the season, then they overgrow even more. So that 200-yard section there, a couple of reasons we don't do too much with it is A, that's where most of the anglers fish from the opposite bank, so it's just courteous not to clash with them. But also there's just so much work to keep doing, and there's plenty of swims elsewhere. So we were up to 9 swims there. What we're getting up to now after this overgrown section is more open ferny banks opposite the old waterworks. I say old, they're still waterworks. So there is enough access and enough places to fish without having to do anything in this section. So it might look overgrown that we do nothing with it, but there's a method in the madness. Swim number 10, right here. There's a willow, it's a lone willow. A little bit of slack behind it. Produces good fish in the winter. Right by the deer wall, swim number 11. There's a peg above and a peg below this tree. Just at the bottom end of the waterworks, swim number 12. Immediately above the waterworks, swim number 13. Cracking peg, that is. Just through the gate there, swim number 14. Let's see if I can show you. There you go, look, go down. A few rocks at the bottom there. Again, good pace out in the middle. Cracking swim. Swim number 15. What you got to look out for here, look at those boulders close in and where the flow's being disturbed up here. And a couple of other sort of maybe pegs along there as well. And this, the car park swimmer at the end, top end of the fishery at the bottom of the track of doom again. This is peg number 16. That's very clear and obvious to us. We swim about 25 in at the start of the year, but like I say, they change, you know, and as much as trees fall in the winter, trees fall in the summer too, when they're leaf laden, we get a bit of wind and things close in very quickly. So I'm just going to show you this one. And there we are again. Okay, the bank is quite steep, but this one, the steps on the way down, nice flat piece at the bottom, and you've got a cracking vista of the river as well. And so that's home fishery, just like Thomas Wood, drivable the full length, plenty of swims to go at. As before, I hope this video has helped, and we're now going to show you the access on the way out of the fishery up the track of doom. So look, I was driving out, there was a car coming in, little Audi, somebody was fishing today. The other little car at the end. So the track of doom, it isn't that bad. So as much as I'd like to say, yeah, I've got a 4x4, and some would say they're not a proper 4x4, but let's not get into that argument. They're as good as they get on the continent. What you've got is you've got small cars, as has just been evident, coming in and out. It really isn't that bad. You've just got to be sensible and ignore all the scaremongering about needing the RAF and the SAS and under no circumstances dare attempt the track. It just isn't that bad. Just got to be a little bit sensible. If it's hammering down with rain and we've had loads, then okay, park at the top here. You're allowed to and walk. It's not that far. No, it's not ideal, but it really isn't so bad. So anyway, look, that side. Let's stop talking about the track of doom, please. Home and Thomaswood fisheries. You've seen the access. You've seen the vehicle access along the banks. You've seen the swims. Loads to go at. Amazing settings. And the fishing's not bad either. So look, I hope these have helped, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. That'll do, Nick.